Hello, YouTubers. Well, those of you who live in the UK, I guess you know that over quite a few years now, there's been a campaign to get more elderly people onto the internet, and there are still 6 or 7 million elderly people who don't do it, and I have been privileged to take part in that sort of campaign in various ways by going to presentations and events, and they have asked me to tell my story, I suppose, of as some sort of inspiration to encourage more people to do it. And of course, at those presentations, we always talk about the wonderful things that the internet can enable you to do and how it will make your life very much better. And so, of course, I naturally talk about all of those things, but in my case, I tried to push the communication aspect of the internet, because there are many old people like myself who may live on their own or live in isolated situations and don't get out of the house much, and so the facility for communication for me, of course, is one of the main benefits. And naturally, I am very lucky because I have all of you as friends, and many of you have contacted me, and I do speak personally to a number of you. And that was the situation the other day when I spoke to a young man who lives in Scotland, who turns out to be employed by a firm that does animation for advertisements and television. And so we talked on that subject for quite a long time, and I became very interested. I have always admired animation, and I was brought up in the days of Disney and maybe The Simpsons and all sorts of things where the animation was done by actually drawing the characters onto acetate, and I thought, God, that must be terribly difficult. Anyway, I thought, well, I'll have a go, and so I have done a little animation. Yeah, that's the word. Done a little animation. Yes, and I know when you see it, it is very, very basic, and probably at the level that maybe even junior school children are taught. But it's my first attempt, and so I got quite interested in it, and I'd like to do some more. But there must be easier ways of doing it than I have done. I'm sure these days there must be websites where you can download the characters you want to use, and there must be special software that you can use, which I know absolutely nothing about. So if you know, perhaps you could tell me, and I'm sure some of you are animators, and I know I have subscribers who are animators, so I'd like to know more about it. And well, I hope you won't laugh at my little first try. So see how it goes. Anyway, goodbye.